we saw Beowulf as bigger than life. There is no one on the planet that looks like the character that Bob envisioned and could perform to the level that he wanted for the film.
I may not return.
This is where the power of performance capture filmmaking, is very evident, because here we were able to create the most iconic leading man and not be restricted by the physical, nature of the actor. Bob could actually find the best character actor that he wanted. In this case, it was Ray Winstone.
I saw Ray doing an adaptation of Henry VIII, and I heard his voice, and I said, oh my God, that sounds like Beowulf. And he had such power. And I think the thing that's amazing about him is he has this ability to, tap into the animal part of his humanity, which is what Beowulf is.
But this demon's tempest will not hold us out if we really want in. I've always wanted to play a Viking. Ever since I saw the film, The Vikings, then I became an actor. And then I got to an age where I thought, I'm probably too old. I'd probably play the Ernest Borgnine part, and, I want to play Kirk Douglas, That's the great thing about this technique, You can be 5'10", a bit on the plump side. Not the most attractive man in the world, but you can play a 6'7" with a six-pack, golden hair, and it looks the right sort.
That character looks nothing like Ray Winstone, but yet Ray Winstone's performance is driving that. And so it's the marriage of this perfect process where you have a great actor driving an ideal look of what the character should be.
I am Beowulf!
So the next piece is the big Megillah here, right?
There was one thing that I wanted to ask about with the moment with the king, with the father. And I'm just thinking if this is a more private moment rather, because I have a lot of big things. I do scream at the beginning. There's all of this commotion, and if this is a more personal moment between myself and my father, and it's quiet, and that I get up and go back.
The audience needs to see that Hrothgar is impotent in his masculinity. That's the important part of the scene. Kill me!
Right.
And then you take a moment and you just kind of shake your head.
Right.
And you kind of do that lean in.
Right. Yeah.
Mark?
He's gonna scream at you, fight me. So I think you just play it straight like anger.
Yeah, sure.
Now lower them. And I think you would have a fighting stance, Tony, and then it kind of withers away as you back up.
Good.
How's that feel?
That's good.
When he says fight me, that's what makes
Right.
me turn.
So on action, you'll have plenty of time to get that out of your system. That'll be no problem at all.
All right, guys, here we go. Mocap ready.
Mocap ready?
And action!
Fight me! Fight me. Fight me, damn you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hopkins is wrapped.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great. It's great.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The reason that we need to go to the wireframe style of prop making is, this is pretty disgusting prop, is that solid things are occlusive and they would block the dot patterns on the actors, and when that happens the computer tends to kind of go nuts. So everything has to have a high degree of transparency to it.
It's a lyre, a Renaissance musical instrument. Strings go here.
Start with the blueprints of every angle, lay it out over in our wireframe shop, and they just kind of have to grab wire and start bending it into a shape. It's not like there's any prescribed way of doing it. It was designed like this. We got a blueprint, we showed it to Bob. Everybody except for Bob says, oh, that's great, that's great. And I showed it to Bob, he's like, yeah, 20% smaller.
Thus.
And then So that's what they did.
He's done it! He's torn the limbs from the beast! Beowulf has killed him!
Anything that has any kind of reality or life to it out there, the actors really love it.
We're shooting Beowulf bringing in Grendel's head to the king. We have a rubber head that they throw.
Put some dots on it. Give it a minute.
These are all based on actual Viking artifacts that were found in peat bogs or in funeral mounds. This was the basis of Hrothgar's sword, except that it's a little wobbly. You know? These things are a real find because we could put them on a plate. They look kind of disgusting, which they're supposed to, and the actors could act like they're picking at a piece of goose or something, you know. And John Malkovich did a lot with his wiggly worm. At a certain point, he was throwing it like one of those balls on a string, you know. And anything like this, he would just bring it to life, you know. It's really exciting when you get an actor who can do that with your props.
A gift fit for a king.
So Norm,
Norman.
where's Wealthau's window?
Yeah.
This model we have up here is Beowulf's borders, and it's laid out based on action that Bob described to us, and we resolved the designs putting this model together.
Take this window and put it here. I think this is where we're gonna. I think this is the place we're gonna want.
Okay, this has become a solid wall too. I just haven't got another model.
Yeah. Okay. No problem. The walls of this turret are so thick you can't even really look down, can you?
Well, you can fake it.
So this would. I couldn't do this, right? I'd be through the wall.
That's
here.
right. So you can put your hand here.
But you can't have anything here.
Yeah, we could put 2 sticks up if you like.
I think that's what we should do. We should put 2 sticks in here.
6'6".
I just moved a window and a wall about 3 feet. So it's you know, simple. You're standing at this window here, which is where they're working there.
We show the actor the space he's in. We show him the paintings, and we show him the model, and we show him how his movement across the space that we have for capture is really within this square. Here's our 25 by 25 foot square.
So she's walking with the mead. Some guys with a goose on a spit walk by or something. She makes a look. The camera then pans off of her, but still moving, and then keeps panning around. See the dais, keeps panning around. See these people reverie. Find her again here as we come up like that and stop.
Take your looks, guys. Last look, sir, and we go.
Okay.
Mocap ready.
Mocap's ready, sir.
Rolling.